Welcome to Fish and Snacks, the podcast that teaches you all about what's going on in sports, in life, and in Hollywood. And now, how about a nice round of applause for Eric Fish Snyder and Brad Snacks Grunberg.
Are we doing a podcast? What's going on here? Where am I?
Oh my God, he's not even awake. Look at this guy, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. How do I look? I have a makeup girl now and a hair girl.
You look
And
great,
I
man. You always
have
look
a whole entourage. Is that okay?
well. The shirt looks great. Like I said, my wife said Brad looks so good. He's lost like 100 pounds. He's losing his mystique. He can't.
150, and this is Tommy Bahama. Let me put it this way. I wear the Adam Sandler collection, okay? I just saw a reel on him. He says, well, I go to the closet and I just find a T-shirt, then I look for a Hawaiian shirt. This is the way I'm going to live for the rest of my life. Who cares about Prada or Armani? Maybe they can make a Hawaiian shirt for me. I don't know.
You know, it's funny. Before we talk about the legacies, um, I wore a shirt the other night at the Great Chuck's Tavern in North Durango, and this girl Sherelle says to me, "That is the coolest shirt, Fish. Where did you get it at?" I said, "Target." It was Target. I've got some great clothes from Target. You
Oh,
would
it's
be
nuts.
shocked.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So who
It's
needs
great.
it?
Yeah.
Brad, this is show number 5. We're rolling. We had a show last Tuesday. Thank you, Josh Wheeler. It was so great.
Oh,
The energy of this new Fish and Snacks is I'm so excited about where we're going to go.
yeah.
But
That's good.
yesterday was a big birthday.
Wait, before
Someone
you
hit
say, I want to say,
119
wait one
years
second.
old.
I want to say something about Josh Wheeler. I heard now he's in the witness protection program with his brother. Is that true? Okay. I didn't know. All right.
He
Cheers.
could, before we get to a great birthday,
Yeah.
he drank so much tequila and Bud Light on that show. I'm
Oh,
surprised we didn't get a sponsorship.
I know. We should. Oh, God. And Tommy Bahama.
Tommy
I mean, we got
Bahama.
to get some sponsors, baby. We're going to
Johnny Cocktail Entertainment,
Johnny
Chuck's
Cocktail
Tavern,
Entertainment. Yeah.
a home for Spot with the great Ashley Bean for dogs. There's a lot of
Oh,
people that we could shout out.
when you left work today, did she take over for you in the morning?
No, I took over for her, you know,
Oh, I
and,
see. Got it, got it.
and
Who
she
took
is
over
just
for
killing
you?
it. If you go on Ashley's Facebook page, add her
Yeah,
as a friend.
yeah.
All she's doing is dogs. We
Oh,
taught
I
dog
got her on my
9, 10
Facebook.
dogs, and
She's
please
good.
go back, folks. Go back to Fish and Snacks. Listen to us on Podbean. Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watch us on Facebook. Add us as Facebook. I'm adding a new Facebook page, a Fish and Snacks Facebook page this week, which we
Ah,
dedicated only our show. So we're gonna be rolling. But yeah, I want to get to this because this has been so important in our friendship
yeah.
and in your life. There was a birthday yesterday, and a certain person in your life would have been 119 years old. Go.
July 18th is always a special day for me because it's my grandma's birthday. That was yesterday, and I honored her on Facebook and all my social, and I showed this unbelievable clip. Lenny Clark, the comedian, he's going to come on our show. Great guy,
Oh,
funny guy. He taught me so much about stand up and life. He had us on the Sunday Comics on Fox. And I said, Lenny, can I come by? He goes, absolutely. Hey, I'm from Boston. Yeah, we'll put you in the front row. So me and Henny were in the front row. And this is hilarious. Lenny goes, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special girl here, lady here tonight. Hello. And she goes, what? She can't hear because she's, 90. And then he says, yeah, is it your birthday today? Or this? Yes. How old are you going to be? 1 year older than last year. And everybody erupts. It was epic. And I still have it. And we'll make it to MP4. We'll play it one time. But my nanny was so special to me. Let me tell you something, people. Go see your grandparents. Go see your parents. Tell them you love them every day because I've had 4 near-death experiences in my life. In a moment, you could be gone. And I was held up at a bank machine, shot at, missed. You know why that guy missed? Because we had to do fish and snacks.
couldn't agree more. I'm more into what you're doing. You're doing a new thing called Soups to Nuts with the great kid Jordan Deck, and I saw the original one that you did a interview with Jordan's grandfather. I think and we say this all the time, and I don't care if we're repeating ourselves. I miss my grandparents.
Oh,
You loved your nanny. I love my nanny and poppy, and now I'm a grandparent, so I see the relationship I have with my granddaughter. But think of the stories that Jordan Deck's grandfather told you, and what you learned from your grandparents. If your grandparents are alive, I can't preach more. Go sit with them. It means more to them than you'll ever know.
they've already lived their life. They live vicariously through you now, you know. And this fish, I mean, fish, let me tell you something. This My Life Soup to Nuts is going to explode because I love people. I love hearing stories. My grandma, my dad's 93. He tells me stories every day. Just a lot of fun. And
You know,
people, yeah,
let me ask you this: with the nanny, and you had a grandfather, obviously, and your dad's 93. Don't you remember going to your grandfather, your dad, and you love saying to them, "Hey, Dad, what was it like when Mickey Mantle played or Joe DiMaggio?" And they'll always say to you, "These guys nowadays don't have shit on these guys."
yeah,
When I saw Pete Rose play, and I saw Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle and
right.
Willie Mays play, you think these guys are? And they love to talk about the old athletes and the old actors. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
remember my grandfather was nuts over what's his face, Gary Cooper,
Oh,
and
another great
Montgomery
actor.
Clift. I mean, you're an
Yeah,
actor, so you know these people are, but these are actors that acted in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And there were, you think about the De Niro's and Pacinos and then the comic of Sandler and John Candy, but
John Candy.
they had mentors.
Of
Okay,
course they did. Every joke has been told. Okay,
right.
Don Rickles, he was my hero. I learned so much from him, and he became a friend. He gave me his home number, and I used to call him all the time. I went to one of his last shows in Beverly Hills, and he had me backstage, and I met his family. He was really an incredible guy. I miss him. I have a great movie that I'm going to write, maybe with you or Sean White, my writing partner. It's about your loved ones coming back from heaven for a weekend, and then they go back to heaven. You just see them one more time because like some people, they regret stuff, and that becomes, they start drinking and doing drugs to numb the pain. Listen, we all make mistakes. Hey, say you're sorry and move on. Life is short. Correct? There it is.
Yeah, I agree, but it's weird. I don't. Before we get to new arrivals, could you bring up something and it intensifies in my brain? I have dreams when I cannot sleep without having dreams when
You have
I take
dreams
my
about me?
naps.
You
But
have.
let me ask you. No, I don't dream about you, but you were actually one of them. But do you? I'm going to ask you. If you're a dream therapist, if Brad Grunny Snacks is a dream therapist, I keep seeing my dad in my dreams
Yeah,
all the time, and
yeah,
it's so real
yeah.
that I want to get up and take a leak. I want to get back to sleep. And
Right.
we're talking. It's funny because I'm my age. My brothers are younger, like 12, and Johnny's what? Johnny like 17 or something like that. But I'm my age, and it's still the tutelage of my dad, and we're talking. And I wonder if that's a sign of something. Is he?
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I can
What is
say this.
it?
Yeah. I can still. Okay. So my grandma passed August 23rd, 1996. Okay.
All right.
And 1 year later, because I bought a condo and right down the street from where she lived in this apartment for 40 years in Beverly Hills. And I brought her in. She loved the place. She was so happy. Oh, she was quelling. And then 1 year later, I woke up the day, like 1 year to the day, and I saw her silhouette, her body talking to me in her night coat. She used to. I'm telling you, it wasn't a dream. I woke up and I saw her, and she just wanted to wish me well, and sei gesund and all that stuff. You have to understand, the people that don't believe in a higher power or spirituality, because they go somewhere. Correct? Everybody goes somewhere
I think the
someday.
energy does. That we
All
talked
right.
about that.
Yeah.
You and I did a thing on one of the last podcasts we did. Is do you believe in the afterlife? And 86% of the emails said no because it's science says there's not. I'm in the 14%, like Brad Grunny Grunberg Snacks, is that the energy goes somewhere. I'll tell you what energy is. I was blessed. My wife and I, my family was blessed with the new arrival. My niece Megan and her husband
Oh.
Brian had a baby boy on July 17th, which is my brother Bobby's birthday,
Uh-huh.
Jack Michael McWeeny. So we celebrate a grandmother in Nanny Klein's birthday yesterday and 2 days earlier. So it's the mitzvahs of us talking about Molly's challenge, that Molly
Yep.
tragically passed away. Then they have
Correct.
a kid, of Megan, right?
Right.
And then I have a new nephew, which is great because my whole family, my wife comes from 4 sisters. Everyone's a girl in the family. Finally got a boy in the family. So I'm excited about that. I want to change gears on you because I want to do a thing on our show when I have a guest called Current Events. I need your, because you're the comic relief on this show. I need your take on this. Two memes. I'm sure you know about this story. All right.
Oh,
This is
I love it.
imagine Snacks is at a Coldplay concert and you're the CEO of one of the biggest companies on the planet
Yeah.
and you're snuggling and kissing on
A
your HR
hamburger?
department
A
person.
hamburger? I'm kissing an In-N-Out burger? Is that what
Yeah.
I'm doing? Cuddling?
Well, that's a big story. Here's the bigger story
Yeah,
since
that's
football season's
unbelievable.
starting,
Yeah.
right? I want Brad's take on that.
Well, I want
That's
to
an
talk to
old
you about,
story.
wait, before you go forward, I want to talk to you about this. Do you believe in karma?
Yes.
Okay. You see what's going on in the world and all the karma is coming back to people. This guy must be a real winner. I'm telling you, this guy, money doesn't buy happiness. This a-hole, okay, was caught on a couples cam, and it was, and then they tried. That wasn't me. Fake news. That, buddy, that's your girlfriend, your side hustle, your side piece. That's her, buddy. Oh, it's great. And how does he? He's married. How does he get out of that? How does he get out?
Can't.
Yeah,
You
can't.
know, astronaut with the company's Astro something said that they're going to look into this, and if
Oh,
it's
geez.
AI, everyone's got, it's a problem. There's no accountability. Everyone's got AI involved,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
alternate realities, and it's CGI. No, that was a kissing cam at a Coldplay concert, and Chris Martin called it out, and it even expanded into the NFL. Okay, look at
Oh,
this.
sure.
Okay,
Oh
our
my.
Coldplay concerts getting out of hands because everyone talked about the officials, and look at Patrick Mahomes and
Who?
Clete Bateman were the head officials. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
that's on the snacks cam.
By the way, I did that with Carrot Top on my birthday
It's
last
great.
November. Oh, listen, a kiss is a kiss.
Yeah,
Doesn't even matter. It's affection. That's great. I love it.
yeah, that's great. Hey, I want to do a top 10 list every week concerning snacks. Now, Brad, and we're going to show a video
Really me?
next week.
Yeah.
Brad is wonderful pulling the David Letterman in drive-throughs. Have you ever watched David Letterman when he even worked a
Oh,
drive-through or went through a drive-through at fast food places? So I came up with the list, and here's the icon of the list of Brad's top 10 favorite fast food places. It's called Snacks Top Fast Food Joints. Chick-fil-A, Burger King, McDonald's,
oh,
Popeyes, El Pollo Loco, In-N-Out Burger, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box,
oh,
Sonic Drive-In, and Wendy's.
oh my
Brad, if you
God.
could only pick three of those to
Well,
either fight fake on someone, do one of your chunky loves,
yeah.
give me the top three of those 10.
Well, first of all, we're fully transparent on this show. I just popped a chubby looking at that list. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, well, I go to Chick-fil-A every day for my mom. She loves the breakfast bowl, and Annie does too. Burger King, great original chicken sandwich. Oh, McDonald's. Ronald has this $5 and $6 meal.
This is
You
great.
get
This is so
double
great.
double cheeseburger or a chicken sandwich, fries, a Coke or whatever soft drink you'd like, and 4 chicken McNuggets. Oh, oh, I dreamed about that last night. I dreamed about being naked, going to every one of those fast food joints. And my favorite burger of all time, far, far-reaching, is In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Quality. Every time it's the same. Every time. I don't need a lot of meat.
I'm trying to get a sponsor. So if any of these great
Oh,
establishments,
they're all
this guy has been this guy, my brother, Snacks Grunberg, 120 shows, fell through a roof on Larry David, is well known for that. He has eaten your establishment more than anyone you've ever known. Now, I gotta ask you this. How do
okay.
you feel? Wait a minute. Quick question, because I'm the interviewer here on this one.
Oh, you
How
are?
do you
Okay.
feel when some of these places like Taco Bell start going into chicken sandwiches and
Love it.
stuff? Shouldn't they stick in their own lane?
No, no, no.
You
It's
like that?
all about the bottom line, money.
Uh,
Walt Gardner, my 12th grade English teacher, said, follow the money trail. By the way, Wendy's, the last one I did was probably the best one. We're going to get that on the next show because that was gold. The guy was brilliant. He had no lines, and then he had lines. And it's all about me going pee pee and poo poo in my pants.
Well,
And
and I
yeah,
listened
no,
to it, and I was on
we'll
the
get him up
ground
there, David.
because it
Wendy,
wasn't you doing that. It was so funny. It was his reaction. So
That's
let
what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah, let
it
it
was
go.
his. Yeah,
Let our audience see that next week.
yeah.
They're gonna shit
Oh,
when
we'll make it
they're gonna
happen.
literally shit when they see that. So I mean sorry, fishgrunny1 at gmail.com. If you want me to do a top snacks, top 10 list on anything, strip clubs, Tommy Bahama shirts, girls that he's had fun with or tried
Yep.
anything. But this is so dear to his heart because it's look. If you go on, if you're a friend of this guy on Instagram or Facebook, anything, watch him take his dog. The dog's in the back seat, and the dog Annie, she's a recipient of more treats than you are.
Do you know what somebody said to me? They said you should have an Instagram page just of Annie, and you'll get millions because when you look into her eyes, it's like looking into a human's eyes. That's what great. That's what's great
Yeah,
about her. She always gets me when she wants a treat, and she gives me those eyes. And you know what? Um, Sherry Rook in Toronto, Canada. I was trying to rescue a dog, but the golden doodles go fast. So I got this for my parents' 60th wedding anniversary. No, I'm sorry, 50th wedding anniversary. And I surprised them. And Annie is a family. She's my daughter, you know, and
sure.
we have a great time together. Everybody goes, don't feed her chicken. I don't do it every day. Once in a while, I do it, you know. She watches me eat. Hello.
Well,
Well,
watching you eat with she sports a chubby. Watching you eat is artistry. I did it. I watched Brad eat an omelet at Arch Deli. Hang on. I watched you eat an omelet in Arch Deli in 2022.
yeah,
And you handle your food
yeah.
like a heart surgeon. You cut and the way you're so delicate in the way the morsels go in your mouth. Saying, look at this guy, man. He's treating this like it's a Picasso. So God bless the way you eat.
Well, my buddy Bloomer, he's a great guy. He lives in Vegas 25 years. He's a rideshare guy, and he's my fraternity brother. Oh, I take him to Bagel Cafe, Bagel Mania. This guy, but Bagel Cafe is my favorite. Bagel is hands down my favorite place, favorite deli. But when I take him to Bagel Mania because it's close to the hotel, he downs a strawberry French toast like in less than 30 seconds.
Oof.
Oh, he loves the French toast.
Chew your food. Chew
Yeah,
your food,
I
people.
know,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey, let's
Boomer, I
get this
love you.
out. Let's
Come on
get
out.
this out of here. That's not snacks top 10 fast food joints. He's in one of these every day. Brad, I want to talk a lot of sports
Don't
with you
tell
today,
my
but
mother. Don't tell my Jewish mother, please.
hey, look, thank God, look, trust me. When you go to one of these places, you bring back food for Jerry and Sandy. There's no way you
I
don't.
do.
Come on.
I do. Mhm.
So, I got to ask you a question because I was thinking about this, and you've been in my situation as far as writing a lift, dealing with you've been in customer service for your whole life, well, besides acting. So nowadays, how do you handle this when you were
By
driving a
the
lift?
way, that's
Pretend,
customer service too.
yeah,
Acting.
when you're driving a lift, it's customer service. So I'm finding now bartending that more people want to talk about politics and religion than ever in the ever
Wow.
in any other year that I've done it.
Really?
To you, question to Brad: when you're driving a lift and someone brings it up, do you confer with them or do you diverge to something else?
They bring up every subject: politics, religion, life. I'm a therapist, man. I'm a therapist. I'll tell you one story. I'm not lifting anymore, only privately for my friends and family. But this one guy gets in my car, and real nice guy. He was at a bodega, right? And I pick him up. How you doing? He goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I go, oh, you live so close to this bodega. He goes, yeah, I got a I'm a I got another DUI. I go, how many have you had? He goes, that was my third. I go, oh. He goes, I want to be an actor. My parents are Russian. They want me to do this and that, be a doctor, or lawyer. I go, live your dream. If you want to be a garbage man, be the best garbage man. So he told me how he got the third DUI. He's driving drunk downtown to jump off a building. He wanted to kill himself. A cop pulls him over and saves his life. Okay. I say, bro, let's talk. I shut off the meter and I talked to him for about 45 minutes. You can be an actor. You can live your life the way you want to live it, not for your parents or grandparents or whoever. And I never talked to him again. So, but I tell him, buddy, come on now. What are you doing? You're going to hurt yourself? You leave the destruction behind. My prom date for life, Marlene, she took her own life. I'm still suffering. You know, that's the whole thing. Everybody, alcohol, as you know, you have to shut them off at a certain time, right? Because you can't go beyond that. And if they're driving you, what happens when a guy leaves or a girl leaves and they're totally drunk, falling down? What do you do?
Well, now we're responsible. Let's say a cop pulls someone over and says, "What was the last establishment you're at?" And they say if they say where I'm at, they can access the cameras. And for a long time in Nevada it wasn't. I don't quote me on this. I think, but in 49 states, bartenders are responsible for their clientele. So, and I've always been actively. All good bartenders I know, all the ones that work at Chuck's are very, very careful with their customers, because it's one thing if you don't give a shit about yourself, but give a shit about the person on the street that's going to get milk and stuff like that. So that
Right.
we know about that. But
Yeah.
my
But
point is,
Fish, what happens is you get drunk and you're driving home and you hit a family of 6 coming back from church. They all die. You live because you're like rubber, and usually that person lives. And it's terrible. It's horrible. So many tragedies I've been accustomed to it working at the Tropicana. I stopped so many people from driving. So I just worry about the
yeah.
other people.
Well, I'm having a problem now because everyone wants to talk. I had a couple come in last night and they're
Yeah.
eating breakfast in the dining room, and they everyone wants to talk about the Epstein files. So I have to try and figure people out, because as a bartender, you don't want to lose business. People, oh, he feels this way. So I said, well, so I try to figure, and we could talk about the Epstein files, because it looks like the government or Trump is trying to shut him down, but now the DOJ and a certain Mike Johnson and Deborah, what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene, wants to release the files. And I'm thinking to myself, how do I handle this? And I said, well, how do you feel about it? And the person said, they should just leave well enough alone. So now I know where they're coming politically. You got to do such a
Yeah.
fine line as a bartender talking to a person,
And a Lyft
because
driver.
you don't
Yeah.
want to lose. You don't want to lose it. See, you're a Lyft driver. My people come in. I want return business. You probably driven. How many? Okay, let me ask you this: how many return customers do you ever have? It's mostly newbies all the time, right?
No, usually, but I picked this one guy up right near my high school 3 times. I picked this security guard lady, sweet lady, twice. I don't know if it's the algorithm or whatever it is, but that was crazy. I go, "You again?" And I make them laugh and stuff. But you gotta realize something, I mean, if you're a Trumper or not, bottom line is, the cream always rises to the top. It might take a day or a week or a month or 10 years, but it'll come looking for you. And boy, has it been look. And by the way, my advice to you, just listen. They
I
want to
do.
talk this. Yeah, I know.
I
So
do. I
just say, "Oh, wow, that's great. I agree with you," or whatever. Just because you know what, people don't want to. They're having drinks, they're having a good time. They don't want to fight, or
Well, now
argue.
wait a minute. When you
Okay.
come into a bar and you're a customer, and the first thing you say to a bartender is, "What do you think was going on in Ukraine or Gaza?" You're looking for a fight. That's not normal conversation, the
Yeah,
starting
but throw it
conversation.
back to them. Throw it
No,
back
you know what
and
I
say,
say to
"What do you
them?
think?"
You know what I say to them to shut them
What?
up? I
What?
say, I'm more concerned about the Raiders going to training camp, not getting
That's
any
great.
injuries.
Okay, good.
And they
Deflect.
shut the fuck up on that. That's I
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
it's always
I know.
sports, fish and snacks, the podcast, you going to fast food joints, you hookers. It's always something with. Like I said, I make fun of Brad, and people don't even know him. I said I got a podcast partner that texts me every night at 2:30. Any hookers or strippers in there for me? Yeah, Brad, get a red eye. Get her by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Uh,
I'll keep them here for you. So it's just right now. There's a lot of anger out there,
there is.
and people want to expound, and the bar's a great way to do it. So
Well,
look,
let me tell you something. we got 3 more years of Donald Trump. Other stuff's going to come out. He's very nervous. You see his hands were all bruised up, and he has like water in his legs. The veins are not bringing back the blood to his heart. I don't even know. I don't want anybody to have bad health. Even him.
No,
But the bottom
no,
line
I
is,
don't. I don't
it's
want. I
like,
don't want anyone to have bad health. I
but
don't
but
want anyone to
you know,
die.
yeah,
You
but
know.
and I know health is your wealth,
Sure.
and it doesn't even matter if you got 10 million, $100 million. Look at Steve Jobs. He died in his 50s of cancer. Hey, man, just you know what? Keep working. My buddy Stu said this to me. He said, "Put your head down and keep working. Move on. Just keep trucking." And that's
So
true. Mhm.
the Raiders are in camp, and there was a time, and it's going to happen again because the interest of this new podcast. The Raiders were looking at fish and snacks. Okay.
Mhm.
And we wanted Brad to try out for the Raiders because Brad at one time could have been
Oh,
an offensive lineman. But you're losing so much fucking weight, and I'm excuse my language, that they don't need another wide receiver, okay? Because you're gonna run the
tight
40.
end. Todd Christensen right here. I got
Oh
big
my God.
hands. I got great hands.
You would be a great tight end. That's all you
I
think
would be a
about is
good
tight
tight end.
ends anyway. So you'd be a great tight end.
Yeah, no. Well, I got a tight end. Hello,
Yeah.
but in intramural football at the University of Arizona with my fraternity, I was always on the right end, and I broke, and I always catch it in the end zone because I have big hands. I don't have. They call me wheels. I'm not really fast, but I can catch the ball, and that's really, it's not all about speed and
No.
agility, right? It's, there's guys who are Hall of Famers because of their big hands. When you have big hands, you wear big gloves. When you have big feet, you wear big shoes. Okay, sorry. My
So
friend Joe told me that.
uh, there's a new phenomenon I've been reading about, and we both have something in common. We were both very popular in high school. You were more popular than I was.
I was.
But yeah, you're very
I ate
popular.
lunch in the bathroom. What are you talking about? Because I had
Yeah,
no
you were
friends.
popular. Everyone knows. Everyone knows who you. They knew you back then. You're the same personality. You were a lot skinnier and better looking. Can hit a 3-point shot. But there's a new phenomenon going on with that a lot of guys that were popular in high school go off to college in their freshman year and they can't handle it. They go through mental breakdowns because now you're going from a campus of 1,000 people to a campus of 40,000, and you're no longer the big man on campus. Do you know anybody like that?
Well, I'll tell you
Did it
one guy.
happen for you?
No, there's one guy who's my buddy, Steve Kerr, the coach of the
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors. Most humble guy I've ever met. 9 championships, okay? Humble pie. Always pushes the players to the cameras. He is one incredible human being. I met him at the University of Arizona. Well, I played against him in high school. I went to University High School. He went to Palisades. So I played against him. I locked him down to 5 points in the first half. He had 42 in the second half. Okay. No stop. And he was a junior when I was a senior. Unbelievable. A shout out to Steve Kerr. I love you, brother. And another guy, Bruce Frazier. He is the assistant coach for Steph Curry. That's what he does, and he is amazing. These guys, I'll tell you something. Best thing my mother ever did was take me to an orientation in Tucson, Arizona, in 1982, and it was incredible. I'm like, this lady, I go, "Excuse me, miss, do you know how to get to student union?" She goes, "Follow me." 20 minutes out of her way, she goes, "It's right there." I go, "Wait a minute, you weren't even going this way." She goes, "Oh, where are you from?" I go, "Los Angeles." She goes, "Oh, we're nice here in Tucson, Arizona." Oh, and I go, "I want to come here."
You want to hear a funny
LA,
story
yeah,
about Tucson? My son went there, Max. So
I
bear down.
know. Oh,
Max. So we're moving Max into the Coronado
oh, love it. Dorm,
dorm.
Christ, yeah,
Yeah. And he's on the 5th floor, and it's my stepdad Neil, who I hope you do soups and nuts with, myself, my
yeah.
brother, and we're moving a couch in. Max
Who,
is already
Bobby
setting up
or
his room.
John? You're Bobby or John?
What, Bobby?
With your brother.
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh,
And we're moving a couch down the hallway, and and everyone's moving in. And 2 doors down, there's a girl. She's drop dead gorgeous, and she's blow drying her hair. So Neil says to me with his New York accent, "Oh, look at this! How nice! The kid's already got his girlfriend hanging out." And she goes, and she heard it, and she goes, "No, this is my dorm room." So he looks. My stepdad looks at me and goes, "Hey, Max is fucked. Because back when I went to college, I don't know about Brad, but he knows about Coronado.
Oh yeah, I've been in there.
When I went to college in my freshman year, University of Texas, the dorms are all male and female.
Same here. Same
Now
here.
now they're co-ed. I don't know how
Another
the hell
quote.
these kids
Yeah.
didn't have 70,000 pregnancies.
A great story about Coronado Dorm. I was over there visiting. They called me Mr. Cocktails because I brought a portable bar with me and I mixed martinis for all the girls. So I was done with these girls. We had a good time, laughs. I'm leaving, and there's a guy who is just totally drunk, and the head resident goes, "Come on, lover boy, you got to go." All right. He leaves, and then he's talking to a friend of mine. So I walk over. I go, "Hey, how you doing, lover boy?" He goes, "What did you fucking say to me?" I go, "Well, that lady called you." He comes at me. Okay, and I know little martial arts. He was hitting me, okay, but I was like this. So he was hitting my arms and my head. Then I took him down. I grabbed him and I flung him to the ground. And he, ow, oh, police came, everybody scattered. I went back to my dorm across the street. I look in the mirror, blood all over my shirt. Okay. When I threw him down, he hit his head and he cracked his, like a prize fighter, an MMA guy, cracked his eyebrow and it started bleeding. The guy, and he was a teak, TKE. They are who they are. He's like, "Oh, I want to buy you a beer, dirtbags, and I'm sorry." I go, "Bro, stop drinking." I never saw the guy again. But if I did see the guy, I'd be do your punching. Do your punching. I would be the man. Eric Fish Snyder. He's got a great right hook.
So just about something about Tucson that I think that was there, it's still there. A buddy of mine comes into the bar and he's from Tucson.
You have
And I,
friends? You really have
well,
friends?
maybe
Okay.
three.
Okay.
And I know that I want to ask you because Max partied in this bar for all our friends in Tucson of Speedway and Campbell. Did you go to Dirtbags?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. uh, my buddy in my fraternity, Ron Applebaum, he had a VIP gold card. You know how you can stand in another line and get in. You beat the line. It's still there. It's still there. And the bartender
Yeah.
that bartended when I was there, he is part owner now. It's a great bar. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
going back. I'm going back next year for ZBT Arizona AO chapter is going to be 100 years old.
Oh, that's great.
So we're having a party, baby, for the weekend.
I love Tucson. I went to visit
Oh,
Max there. Went to games. I
yeah.
remember he knew Nick Foles. So when Nick Foles was senior there and
Oh,
nicest
wow.
kid, went to the McHale Center because Arizona's known for basketball. Arizona's a hidden secret in the Southwest. You think about Phoenix, 4 million people. There's from Sabina. Look, I don't want to be a travel agency promo for Tucson, but we went hiking in Sabino Canyon. You know all
Oh,
these places, man.
yeah.
And we went and University Avenue where you filmed to talk about that story when I get done with this. But the bars on University Avenue, and they're still there. Did you go to General Ben's?
Of course, I went to. I went
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Hello, my name is Johnny Cocktails. Of course, I went to all the bars.
So they filmed Revenge of the Nerds. Was it the exteriors? Was it
No,
on
no, no.
University Avenue?
Revenge of the Nerds was filmed from soup to nuts. The whole movie was filmed there. They went to there were a couple of sound stages, but they filmed right by my house. This was the great thing. My friend Mark Schiller, who I grew up with, went to Northwestern. And he read Variety every day, and he says, "Hey, man, they're coming to your campus in the spring. They're going to film this movie called Revenge of the Nerds." I go, "What?" He goes, "They're coming." So he got me the name of the producer, Peter McGregor Scott. Look him up, Peter McGregor Scott. Okay, from Australia. He changed my life forever. Okay, so I wrote him a letter. He called back then, no email or texting
No.
or. I wrote him a letter. He called me at home Christmas break, and he says, "My mom goes, Brad, Peter McGregor Scott's on the phone." I go, "Oh wow, hello, Bradley, how you doing? I'm Peter, and I got your letter." He goes, "You're great. I would love to have you read from my movie." I go, "Sir?" He goes, "Do you want to work on my movie or be in my movie, sir? Whatever you want." So my buddy Taylor Samuels in my fraternity, we were the Plaid brothers. We read for a part. I never knew what sides were. That's part of the script. Nothing. We didn't get anything. Okay. So this is where my spirituality comes in. Of course, I'm daydreaming all day about being in the movie because they're all over campus. I mean, unbelievable parties everywhere. So I come out of class, which I was sleeping during the class, and all of a sudden I see them filming by my dorm, and I go, and then a devil and an angel come on my shoulders, and the angel goes, "Go over to Peter McGregor Scott Bradley, ask him about what's going on, and ask him if you can help him." And then the devil goes, "Listen, you fat fuck, I'm fucking hungry. Let's eat and go take a fucking nap. You're not getting shit." And then I listen to the angel. I go over. He goes, "Where you been? We've been looking for you." I call my answer machine 100 times in an hour. And I go, "Oh, I never got the message." He goes, "Come up with some bad jokes. I'll see you with Jeff Canoe, the director, on Thursday." We come up with bad jokes. This is the one Taylor did this one. What did the Pink Panther say when he stepped on an ant? Dead ant, dead ant. Okay. Everybody throws shit at us. Then mine was, "Hey, what's the dirtiest thing ever said on television?" Ward, I think you're a little hard on the beaver last night. Leave it to Beaver, Beaver. They were terrible, but they had to be terrible because that was the scene, the big scene in the movie. I
Love it.
still see all these guys, and they go, "Come here, come here, Donald Gibb. There's my wife over there. It was the greatest time of my life. Unbelievable. Oh God, I would love to go back for a weekend." So
Wish you could
Ted
do that film
McGinley,
again because Robert
great porn
Carradine.
star. I'm
Well,
sorry.
Robert Carradine, Anthony
Yeah,
Edwards, Donald Gibb.
yeah.
Who's the kid that the good looking guy who played the quarterback, his actor? I just saw him on
No, that's Ted McGinley. Ted
yeah,
McGinley.
they're all alive. The girl
I
that
know, I know, I
you
know.
should do. You should. There you go. You're a good writer. Do yeah. Let's do it back to school, but back to Revenge of the Nerds in your 60s. You
Oh
know.
God. No, I wrote a movie that we're trying to sell called Final Exam. Four guys from the University of Arizona. They were on the same fraternity, and let's say a really good looking guy, like you're the star. Then we got JB Smoove from Curb Your
Oh,
Enthusiasm. Then we got Rob Schneider. You know him, he's incredible. And me, I'm a loser. I'm from Boca, and I'm an ice cream man. That's what I live with my parents. Wait,
that's
that's
your
what I do
life.
now. Wait a minute. 40 years later. Uh, but yeah, so they all learn something about their life. They come back and they're trying to, "Oh man, are you kidding me? Shit. I'm going to get so many ladies. You have no," but those lines don't work anymore, you know, and they're a fish out of water. And it's a great movie with a great message at the end. So there's a couple people interested in it. So we'll see.
This whole woke culture thing, it bothers me to a point because I'm both sides. I see open mind from all angles, politics and what have you.
Right.
But can you believe there were some people out there that wanted to take Don Rickles off of YouTube? Because Don Rickles comedy,
Yeah.
to me, it works all the time.
Yeah.
But if you see some of the stuff that he did, I could see it could be a little sensitive. To me, I'm all transparent and all open. If a comic came out and did what he did nowadays, why not? Who cares? Stop being so goddamn sensitive.
Right.
Shane Gillis is getting shit, who I love, the new
Oh,
guy out there. He
he
did the
was
ESPYs
brilliant.
last week. He's fun. I thought his monologue was phenomenal, but the
Great.
Whoopi Goldberg and
Oh,
Joe Bear, oh, he was a little, he attacked some people. It's just an act. That's all it is.
wait, Gobert opened his mouth?
Not, no, no,
Rudy Gobert? Oh.
no, Whoopi
Oh,
Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. I mean, relax. I mean, remember
it's
when they
just,
were on Comic Strip Live, Comics Relief? Remember Billy Crystal, Robin
oh.
Williams, and Whoopi? Robin just, he dug into her. It's a joke. Relax, Whoopi, okay?
Everyone relax.
Everybody's got an opinion. Listen, I take it. I dish it out. I take it. People make fun of me all the time. I love it. Bring it, baby. Bring it. Let's go.
What
Mhm.
did to tell everyone, and you said this a million times, but it always works.
Yeah.
What did Rickles tell you when about making fun of someone?
Don Rickles said to me, "Hey, when you make fun of somebody, you love them. But if you say nothing to that other person, you want nothing to do with them.
Absolutely.
It's a badge of honor, right?
Right. Right. All right, we got some time left, so I gotta. People say you guys are so versed in sports. Talk more sports when you're together. So this is the time of the year when you have the WNBA All Star Game, and we've got 65 games left in the Major League Baseball season. You know, I'm watching the Summer League. I'm watching anything I can to get my sports axiom going.
What does
Do
axiom
you?
mean? Wait, what does axiom mean?
I just made it up.
Oh,
it's it's what's the guy that just got caught on the cold play thing? I think he probably runs that place also.
wait. Did you get good grades in high school and college?
Yes, I was a
Yeah,
good student. Very.
you're a well-read guy. Yeah, not me. I read the sports page and Variety.
No, I mean, we'll go back to that, but to
Yeah.
post sport, I'll tell you one sub. Did you? Well, look, you're the kind of guy that paid to get all you. Walt Gardner gave you something because you made him laugh. But yeah, I guarantee you're the guy that everyone knew a guy in high school like Mike Damone in
Oh,
Fast Times. That was a schemer, a hustler, a shyster. That was Grunberg. I guarantee you found the one, Rudy Rubenstein that was a chemistry whiz and said, here's $20, take the test for me.
oh my!
I
Are you kidding me?
That's
Oh,
you.
I had
That
people
is you.
writing my papers for me.
I
Oh, I never. Listen. I went to Dirtbags. I went to U of A basketball games and football games, bro. I don't even know how I graduated. Barely. You had to have like a 2.1 to graduate the business school. I begged the teachers. I go, excuse me, sir, I had bad Chinese last night. I don't know if I did any well in your final. He looks at me and goes, Mr. Grunberg, I have a feeling you're going to squeak by.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the kind of guy in college, because when you go to college, it's like an auditorium type thing. There's
Yeah.
100 people, and the guy's giving a lecture. He goes to college. He went to college in his senior year to some of his classes, and the teacher will pull a Polaroid out and take a picture and goes, "I just want to know that you were here," because it was so
True.
few and far between.
I
But
showed
no,
up.
I'll tell you,
No, I
even though
showed
you
up
did
once
that,
for one
well, hang
class.
on.
I showed
Even
up.
though you did
Wait,
that, and
wait. You talk too much.
you
One thing I got to say, I showed up for one class at the midterm and the final. That's all I did.
yeah, exactly. Did you have a subject? I was never good at math. I was good at everything else:
Oh
chemistry,
my God.
history, English. I sucked at math, and I don't know. I mean, to this
No,
day,
I listen. You do really well with money. You know how to save it and invest it. I was so bad in math
no,
calculus, I had to take the class at Pima College, which is like
sure,
Santa
yeah.
Monica City College. And my buddies, Big ED and Andy, Hammer Time, oh, they were in my class. And I go, guys, leave your paper wide open. And, it was like multiple choice. And I got two stories for you. So I passed. The first one, I failed at the University of Arizona. Had to go to Pima, passed because of these two guys. And I'm still buddies with them, both of them today. They got me through college. And then, this is funny. So, oh God, I did so. I one of my buddies, Mark Levinson, he went to the classroom to see if it was feasible to cheat, and then he take the class. Okay, shout out to Mark Levinson. Oh my gosh, he was brilliant,
I
absolutely.
love that.
Because
That is a great line.
because
Oh,
back in the
that's
'80s,
fucking brilliant. Went to a
all the
class and to see
papers
if
were
you
the
could.
same.
Hey,
All
let
the
me see.
papers and the
Yeah.
tests were the same. And this one professor, Jonathan Solomon, okay, Greek mythology, okay. Of course, I'm sitting next to somebody, and I gave him like $20. Here's lunch. Leave your paper wide open. So they leave it wide open. So my test and my fraternity brother Jerry and my friend fraternity brother Greg, we were all in a row. But he called me into his office. He goes, "You cheated on my final." I go, "Professor, I would never. I was in the library for a week." Uh, I have invisible ink I put on every test, so I know where you're sitting and I know who is sitting next to you. And he goes, "Oh, okay. You're going to walk out. This is it right now. You turn around and tell me the truth or you're gone." I'm walking out. I turn around. I cheated. Oh my God. And he passed me. He goes, "You were honest?" and I try to teach you something, kind of like Mr. Hand kids, you must find Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's the greatest comedy, 1981. It stands the test of time, correct?
Oh, I went to high school with a girl named Heidi Holliker. Had a crush on her, and she's an actress, and she was the lead in a movie called Valley Girl, which is Nicolas
Oh,
Cage's first thing. And we'd always argue, and she got mad. She goes, but we lived this. And I said, I still think that Fast Times was a better Valley Girl. I love Martha Coolidge, great
great
director.
movie. Great
Yeah,
movie.
I love Valley Girl. Fast Times to me, because I'm a guy that grew up on the west side of LA and moved to the Valley.
Right.
And so I kind of had that kind of correlation with Valley Girl. But Fast Times to me, the greatest lines ever. I love the fact that I read that there's a variety that came out. You know this story that said that Sean Penn would never make it. The guy doing the review of the movie, because he could only be typecast as a surfer. And the guy that played Damone, Robert Romanus, would be the #1 actor, and we know
Wow.
about him for decades. And look how that turned out. We
I'm going to
didn't.
try to get Robert on our podcast.
Good
But
guy.
interesting story. I came back from basketball practice. I went to University High School on Barrington and Wilshire. And I'm driving up Barrington because there's a lot of traffic at like 5, 6 o'clock with my brother. And unbelievable. I stop at San Vicente in Barrington, right near Mom's Saloon. And I go, all these trucks. I go, excuse me, sir, what are you filming here? He goes, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I go, what's that? Oh, you'll know. I go, who does that star? He goes, Sean Penn. I go, who's he?
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I know. And that's a great. Oh, by the way, the All American Burger became a coffee bean. Done.
Oof.
It's out. No, it's out. I drove by the other day. Oh man. Remember I drove by? I went by Mom's Saloon. I did that little bit for you. Remember that?
Yeah, Katsuya. I mean, that's. I mean, I guarantee you go to Tucson right now, and you'll say, "Oh my God, that was a Kinkos where I used where my friends would cheat with all the different, not to find invisible ink, and now it's a Pete's Coffee or something like that." There's so many places in your life that
Yeah.
if you went by Katsua and you said that, no one would know that there was a nightclub there for 12 years that was so dominant in my life.
Remember
What?
the girl you walked in? We were doing a documentary for Mom's Saloon, and the girl, her dad owned the Kasuya, and she goes, "No, Mom's Saloon was never here." And you're
Yeah,
like, "Honey, I worked here. This is where. Let me show you over here." She's like, "Get out of here."
yeah. Well, that's
I
look,
know.
people. Some people just aren't accountable.
Yeah.
So we got 13 minutes. I love when we do these things. We're gonna
Nah,
have
too
Linda
short.
Angeline on. Linda Angeline actually books all the acts in Las Vegas, so she's gonna
Oh,
be on. Um, Nikki Hatfield wants it. She goes, "Can I come on and talk about my book and my modeling?" We had her on another podcast,
sure.
so we're gonna get the back into the guests. But every once in a while, these two schmucks, Fish and Snatch, get a chance to pontificate. Okay.
What's that mean?
That means a plethora of verbiage. I know. I mean,
What does that mean? Okay, let me look it up. Google it. Okay.
ask
By the
Mark
way,
ask Mark Levinson. He cheated off me in English.
Mark, he is the greatest guy. I'm still friends with him today. By the way, he came to town. I took him to Pink's Hot Dogs. Oh,
Oh,
Carney's or Pink's Hot Dogs are the best hot dogs in LA, right?
do you know I've never been to Pink's? Never.
What?
You got to take me. I have
Yes, yeah.
never been. I've been
Can
to
I take you on
Remember
my
Tail the Pup?
yeah. Oh yeah, it's still
Love
there.
Tail the Pup in
It's
L.A.
still there. We'll go there too. We'll
Oh,
go to all the hot dog places when you come into town. I mean, buddy, we got to do it. I'm going to also give you my Hollywood tour. I do a private Hollywood tour with my friends. I take you everywhere. Will
I
Chamberlain's house, Farrah Fawcett's house, everybody. We
Farrah
go.
Fawcett's house. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
Farrah Fawcett, we miss
I,
you.
I'm gonna drink the Brad Grunberg
Kool Aid.
snacks. I'm drinking your Kool-Aid. Okay. I'm so excited about all the training camps this weekend between today and tomorrow, Sunday, are open. Even though it's gonna kill my wife when she watches this, her biggest fan. I can't. I'm not into her. I know that TJ Watt is signed for 3 years, 130 million, 40 million. He's the highest paid guy. He's not a quarterback. I don't think Rodgers is going to do it, and I just it's not
Roger,
age. I just don't think he's going to do it.
never. He's done. Put a fork in him. He keeps coming back. Why is he coming back? Why are these owners paying him? Aaron,
Well, he's
you had
not.
a great career. It's over, man. And by the way, you know what happened last time to him. He blew out his Achilles with the left end coming around. They wanna clean his clock. He's a cocky guy.
Well,
Yeah.
last year, wait a minute. I got his stats: 28 touchdowns, 10 picks, almost 4,000 yards. He had a good year last year, but he stunk when it
Who
counted the most in
cares?
games.
And who cares?
That's
Oh, they
like
sell
you.
jerseys. That's what you said. They sell jerseys. That's how
Right.
they make.
No, his year last year, an analogy is like you being a lead on Broadway and you're killing it. And in the final stanza, you forget your lines and you fuck
Yeah.
up the whole play.
Oh yeah.
And has it ever happened to you? I
Oh
want to jump back and forth. Have you ever done a live theater thing?
no.
Um,
I've
Lee
never done.
Lipinski asked me that. Ask Brad if he ever did a play and he forgot his lines.
I know I don't do plays,
What?
unfortunately. No,
No.
I just commercials. So commercials and acting, film and TV, I'd go in, and it's called off book. You have to you have the sides, and you can glance down at them, but usually there's a teleprompter or whatever. But I can't see a thing. I'm like Mr. Magoo. So I totally like they see the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. So you got to hit him with something different. That's why I improv. And one time I read for this guy, he was the writer of this TV show, and he goes, "The word on the page." I go, "Buddy, I'm saying to myself, you get the writing credit. I don't want anything. I just want to get the fucking part." So all these guys, I'm a Emmy award-winning writer. I want you to take every word that I wrote on that piece of paper. I'm like, whatever. I don't even want this part. But I have messed up so many times. And you know what I do? Oh, this is funny. So one of my first auditions was for Wendy's. Oh my god.
How do you fuck that up?
Well, I did. Basically, no,
How do
I had a
you?
great audition, and I didn't know how it worked. So I went back the next day to the office, and I kept walking by. The door was open, so they see me. Brad, oh, we got to talk to you. No, I just kept walking by. No, you go on 50 parts, you might get one. It's going to the gym, working out, keeping your muscles strong. And that's what I learned. You're not going to get everyone, your ego. They go into, oh, this is great. Are you busy Monday? We're filming. Yeah, I can make myself available. Okay, we're going to pin you, meaning it's between me and 5 other guys, right? Bottom line, they never called me on Monday. Okay. They tell you what you want to hear in the room, and the bottom line is it goes to their second cousin.
Yeah.
It's not what you know, it's who you know in life and in show business.
And you're right. And we talked about this in the past, off camera as friends. You're an entertainer. Brad's an entertainer. When you see him doing something, whether it's dancing on a game thing video, which I'll show one day, or Kirby, he's entertainment. Sports to me is the ultimate theater because there's no cut. Do it again. When it was either George Clooney. I can't. It was Clooney or it was, I hate to say this, was it De Niro that said we compare more to athletes because of what we do? No,
No, no,
no.
no, no.
If you fuck up a line,
Yeah,
doing casino,
yeah.
Scorsese says cut, do it again.
Do it again.
When
Yeah.
Peyton Manning throws an interception and it's a pick six that ends a game, live theater.
Listen, when I show up to a set, I'll do it as many times as they want. But like Scorsese, you do it 1,000 times. Okay. I'm usually good the first one, maybe second or third take. But after that, we're done. Move on. Let's go. I don't know what I mean, he's a legend, but bottom line is let's get this real. And by the way, if anybody wants to back me and Fish, it's called the Brad Snacks Grunberg Acting Studio. Oh, I will teach everybody, and they'll learn something from me from my stories and my technique. You know, my technique is In and Out Burger before,
I was just gonna say.
Wendy's double double after. Okay, I throw up near my car and I move on. Oh, this is funny. I'm going to tell you this story. How I got strip teased, the DJ in the movie Eager Beaver. I mean, no, I'm sorry. In the movie Striptease with Demi Moore, I worked at the Eager Beaver as a DJ, and this is how I got the part. So they liked me. I went to John Lyons. He was the cast director, and I said, "Hey, I do this at the Tropicana, and blah 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 blah." He goes, "I don't know. I saw your tape. Okay, we'll bring you in. I don't. Okay, we'll bring you in." So he brings me in Sony Studios. No, Culver Studios, right near Sony Lot. around the corner, very famous place. And I'm walking up the stairs, and the casting assistant looks at me. She's smoking a cigarette. She goes, "You're the only one." I go, "What?" She goes, "You're the only one. Go get it, kid." So I walk in, and Michael O'Bell, Andrew Bergman, and John Lyons are sitting there. So they're like this, New Yorkers. Johnny Cocktails, who the fuck are you? I go, "Oh, okay." Grab my microphone out of my bag that I took to the Tropicana, and I start ripping into him. John DeLorean, my rabbi for my bar mitzvah, Gomer Pyle. And I sit down and go, "That's who the fuck I am." And I made a decision. They loved it. I got it. And, it changed my life because my first premiere, I took my grandma to the LA premiere of Striptease, and she passed a couple months later. But you know what? I got pictures, video, extra was on the red carpet. You know what? There's more people go, "Why do you bring this stuff up?" Because I've had the greatest life in the world. I have no money, but I've had the greatest life in the world, and great friends like you. We reconnected after 30 years?
We did. I'm going back on something you said because I'm thinking it'd be great if you had an acting class. Let's say you had an acting class. You went in some office space. The greatest thing about your acting class would be the array of donuts and bagels when they walked in. You'd
Oh,
have seven
they do
different
this.
coffees from
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts, from Einstein's Bagels. You would have it would you could it would be a smorgasbord of food before you even said to someone, "Why do you want to act?"
8 weeks, I'll teach you everything, and on the last day, In-N-Out burger truck pulls up. How do you like
Love
that?
it,
Is that
love it.
good?
Love it. Hey, a fat before you're going to get us out of here with your beautiful with the 119-year-old nanny. We're going to hear the last thing is her cackle saying she loves her Shayna Punim Grunberg. I wish I could have met her. Now, Robbie Cohen's doing great. We talked about him,
Oh,
Mobstone
yes,
alumni.
yes.
He's out of the hospital. Keith Berman
Robbie.
just went for his 20th or something chemo. He says,
Mr.
"Can you
Berman
can
did?
you?"
Oh, I
Keith Berman
love
just went for another
that.
chemo. He's
All right.
fighting this thing. He's lived longer than many other people,
Keith,
and he
God,
said,
you amazing. Keith, when do we get to see him?
well, I want to try and get him on. He says, let me feel a little bit better. So
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
said, you're the ultimate. You could do 5 minutes with us,
Where
but
does
you're
he
the
live? He lives in
ultimate
San Diego?
inspiration story. Say
Does
that.
he, does he live in San Diego? Where does he live?
Lives in San Diego.
Okay, so if you come to LA, we're going to get him up here. How's
He's got
that?
family up there. He's got a lot
Okay,
of
good.
brothers and
Okay,
sisters and stuff like
all right.
that.
Let's
So
get him well, and then we hang out and we potty. We're going to potty, Berman. You better put your party pants on, big boy. Let's go. And Cohen, I want to party with him too. He need. Oh,
Robbie lives in New York. What a great chef. Oh my God.
the best. Oh, okay. By the
Oh,
way,
well, the food you ate at Mom's Saloon is part him.
oh, so good. Oh,
We had a great nightclub, but our burgers, we had the thing called the Thunder Humper. No, not
okay.
Brad with all the broads at the Tropicana. It was an Brad, you'll love this. Watch his mouth water.
Yeah.
Open faced on a sesame seed bun,
Oh boy.
a burger with chili on top, grilled onions, and Parmesan cheese, and a little marinara,
Are you
and big
kidding me?
steak fries with all that gravy on top of it. Oh my
Sound
God.
now. What do? I eat 3 of those and I end up in the bathroom on
I,
your throne.
yeah. Now,
By the
I'll show
way,
the throne you did on Two Broke Girls. Get us out of here.
first of all, Berman, Cohen, you need lap dances. We're gonna make that happen. And Fish, talk to your wife, Vicky. You need one too. Look at you. Ladies and gentlemen, Fish and Snacks. Number 5 in the books now. Email us, call us, text us. You want anything, we'll talk about it. See you next time on Wait, That's Fish, I'm Snacks. We'll see you on number 6 very soon.